Hello everyone. When we enter our 70s, we cannot deny that our health will have major changes. Although medicine is increasingly developed, the elderly still face many serious health problems. According to statistics, 99% of deaths in people over 70 years old are due to 5 main causes. So, what are these 5 causes, and what can we do to prevent these diseases to prolong life and maintain good health? In today's video, we will learn about the 5 main causes of death in the elderly and how to prevent them effectively. If you or a loved one is in this age group, do not miss the following useful advice. 1. Cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in the elderly, especially those over 70 years old. Cardiovascular diseases, such as stroke, heart attack, heart failure, and coronary heart disease, are increasingly becoming a health threat to older adults, with high mortality rates in the elderly population. Causes of cardiovascular disease. Atherosclerosis. As we age, the arteries in our bodies begin to harden due to the buildup of cholesterol and plaque. This process causes the arteries to narrow, reducing the ability of blood to flow, causing dangerous cardiovascular diseases such as angina and myocardial infarction. High blood pressure. Older adults are more likely to develop high blood pressure, hypertension, especially due to aging of the blood vessels. When blood pressure is high, it puts pressure on the heart and increases the risk of cardiovascular disease. High blood fat, hyperlipidemia, high cholesterol, especially LDL, bad cholesterol, can form plaque in the arteries, obstructing blood flow and increasing the risk of diseases such as coronary heart disease. Diabetes. Older adults are at increased risk for type 2 diabetes, which increases the risk of heart disease. When blood sugar is not controlled, it can damage blood vessels and increase the likelihood of developing heart problems. Signs and symptoms of heart disease. Heart disease is not always easy to recognize, especially in older adults, when symptoms may not be obvious. However, there are some warning signs to watch for. Chest pain. Pain or tightness in the chest can be a sign of heart disease, especially when there is a heart attack. This feeling may spread to the left arm, neck, jaw, or back. Shortness of breath. Shortness of breath, especially with light activity, can be a sign of heart failure. When the heart cannot pump blood strongly enough, blood cannot circulate effectively to the lungs and other organs. Unusual fatigue. Feeling tired or weak for no apparent reason, especially when performing daily activities, can be a sign of heart disease. Irregular pulse. Arrhythmia is a common symptom in people with heart disease, causing the heart to beat abnormally fast or slow. How to prevent heart disease. Preventing heart disease is an important factor in ensuring a healthy life for the elderly. Here are effective prevention methods. Control blood pressure. Elderly people should check their blood pressure regularly. If you have high blood pressure, take treatment measures as directed by your doctor to maintain normal blood pressure. Reduce salt in your diet. Reducing the amount of salt in your food can help lower blood pressure. Increase your intake of vegetables and foods rich in potassium, such as bananas, oranges, and sweet potatoes, to help lower blood pressure. Healthy diet. A balanced diet is key to preventing heart disease. Eat plenty of high-fiber foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and fish rich in omega-3s. Limit processed foods and saturated fats. Exercise regularly. Do light exercise, such as walking or yoga, for at least 30 minutes a day. Exercise improves blood circulation, reduces blood fats, and promotes heart health. Manage cholesterol levels. Check your cholesterol regularly and take steps to control it if it is high. Avoid foods high in bad cholesterol, LDL, and increase your intake of healthy fats, such as olive oil, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Treat underlying conditions. Make sure underlying conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and dyslipidemia are properly controlled to reduce your risk of heart disease. Gue Wai Kien Fan Hoi. Bang Ju Kien Ben. Kak Ban Dike De Tu Kien. Delu. 2. Diabetes. Diabetes, especially type 2 diabetes, is one of the most common causes of death in older adults. Diabetes is a condition in which the body cannot produce or use insulin effectively, leading to high blood sugar levels. This is a condition that can cause many serious complications if not controlled well. Causes of type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance. Type 2 diabetes occurs when the body cannot use insulin properly. Insulin resistance makes the body unable to process blood sugar effectively, causing high blood sugar. Genetics. A family history of diabetes increases the risk of developing the disease. If your parents or siblings have diabetes, you are at higher risk. Sedentary lifestyle. Lack of physical activity and being overweight can make your body resistant to insulin and more susceptible to diabetes. Age. As you age, your body's ability to produce insulin and use glucose decreases, making older adults more susceptible to type 2 diabetes. Signs and symptoms of diabetes. Excessive thirst. High blood sugar increases thirst and makes you feel thirsty. Frequent urination. Your body tries to get rid of excess sugar through urine, causing you to urinate frequently. Tiredness and weakness. When your body can't use glucose effectively, you feel tired and lack energy. Slow healing wounds. People with diabetes often have problems with blood circulation and wound healing. How to prevent diabetes. Maintain a healthy weight. Controlling your weight and keeping your body mass index, BMI, within a normal range will help reduce your risk of diabetes. Healthy diet. Eat foods low in sugar and starch. Increase vegetables, whole grains, and fiber in your diet. These foods help regulate blood sugar. Exercise regularly. Physical activity helps the body use insulin more effectively, thereby regulating blood sugar levels. Control blood sugar regularly. If you have risk factors, check your blood sugar levels regularly to detect diabetes early and treat it promptly. 3. Cancer. Cancer is one of the leading causes of death in the elderly. As the body ages, cells can grow abnormally, leading to the formation of cancerous tumors. Cancer can appear in any organ in the body and can develop very quickly if not detected and treated early. Causes of cancer. Exposure to carcinogens. Smoking, air pollution, and exposure to toxic substances can cause cancer. Carcinogens such as asbestos and industrial chemicals are among the leading risk factors. Genetics. A family history of cancer also increases the risk of developing certain types of cancer, especially breast, colorectal, and prostate cancer. Unhealthy lifestyle, improper diet, lack of exercise, and being overweight can increase the risk of cancer. How to prevent cancer. Don't smoke. Smoking is the leading cause of lung cancer, oral cancer, esophageal cancer, and many other cancers. Quit smoking today to reduce your risk of cancer. Eat a healthy diet. Increase your intake of vegetables, fruits, and foods rich in antioxidants. Limit your intake of red meat, processed foods, and foods high in saturated fat. Regular health checkups. Get cancer screening tests that help detect cancer early, such as blood tests, ultrasounds, or endoscopy, to detect cancer in its early stages. 4. Stroke. Stroke is one of the leading causes of death in the elderly. Stroke occurs when blood cannot supply enough oxygen to the brain, causing serious damage to brain function and can lead to death if not treated promptly. Causes of stroke. High blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for stroke. High blood pressure puts pressure on the walls of blood vessels, making them more likely to rupture or become blocked, causing a stroke. Atherosclerosis. Plaque buildup in the arteries reduces blood flow, leading to strokes due to blockages. Heart disease. Conditions such as arrhythmia or cardiovascular disease can increase your risk of stroke. How to prevent a stroke. Control your blood pressure. High blood pressure is the leading cause of stroke. Control your blood pressure with a healthy diet, regular exercise, and medication if necessary. Eat less salt and fat. Limit your intake of salt and foods high in fat, as they can increase your blood pressure and risk of stroke. Exercise regularly. Exercise improves blood circulation, reducing blood pressure and the risk of stroke. Gue Wai Kien Fan Hoi. Bang Ju Kien Ben. Kag Ban Dike De Tu Kien. Delu. 5. Kidney failure. Kidney failure is a condition in which the kidneys are no longer able to filter blood and remove waste from the body. Kidney failure can lead to serious problems and affect the quality of life of older adults. Causes of kidney failure. Diabetes. Diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure. When left uncontrolled, diabetes can damage the blood vessels in the kidneys, leading to kidney failure. High blood pressure. High blood pressure increases the pressure on the blood vessels in the kidneys, damaging the kidneys and reducing their ability to filter blood. Sedentary lifestyle, lack of physical activity, and being overweight can increase the risk of kidney failure. How to prevent kidney failure? Control blood sugar and blood pressure. Controlling diabetes and blood pressure helps reduce the risk of kidney failure. Eat a healthy diet. Limit foods high in fat and salt. Increase your intake of vegetables, fruits, and foods rich in fiber to help maintain kidney health. Drink enough water. Drinking enough water helps the kidneys filter waste better and reduces the risk of kidney disease. We have learned about the 5 main causes of death in people over 70 and how to prevent them. Prevention is always the most important motto to protect your health. Start taking care of your health today by maintaining a healthy lifestyle, controlling underlying diseases, and getting regular checkups. Thank you for watching the video. Please share this information with your loved ones to help them protect their health and live longer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to receive more useful videos about healthcare. See you in the next video.